What's up, guys? Here is the playoff week 1 preview and the whole playoff stuff in general. The seeds are as follows. The 1 seed is Team Gnome Tosser versus the 1 seed is Team Gnome Tosser. 2 seed is Snot Rockets. 3 seed is Team Pussy Pounder, and the 4 seed is Team Regulators. Want to welcome Team Gnome Tosser to the playoffs. Last year he didn't make him. This year, 3 out of the 4 that made it last year are in it, minus the Maulers. I believe they were in it last year. As you guys know, the playoffs are 2 weeks. You do week 14 and 15, round 1, and then 16 and 17, round 2. Next year I'm thinking about changing it. I don't believe that the final week of the season should be played out in week 16 or week 17, because a lot of the times your good players aren't playing those last 2 weeks, and it kind of sucks. I'm trying to think of we'll do 1 week playoff rounds. That way, we end the season at week 16. Let me know what you guys think about that. Game 1 is going to be Gnome Tosser versus the Regulators. And Game 2 is going to be Snot Rockets versus Team Pussy Pounder. That's the winner's bracket. The consolation ladder is going to be CJ Sis Team versus Melanson's Maulers, and Team Merrill versus Mary Jane Poppins. Now, the consolation ladder is still important, gentlemen, because the winner of that gets the first pick in the draft next year. So just keep that in mind. You got to just still play through, because that first pick in the draft, even after these keepers, is pretty important. It's kind of like having 6 keepers. You know what I'm saying? That way there you can, pick who you want. It's also important to make sure that you read up with these waivers and injuries and stuff like that. And these good players on these teams that I've been preaching for the last 3 weeks, grab their backups. Make sure you got backups and stuff, because they play a big part in it, and not playing like the second half or the third and fourth quarters of some games. Some things to look out for next week. A couple of things. Pierre Thomas, the New Orleans running back, against that Falcons D. I think he's going to have a big game. Same thing with Matt Schaub against Seattle Seahawks pass defense. That's Mary Jane Poppins. Gnome Tosser has got Chris Johnson going against St. Louis. That's going to be something else. He's going to run all over them, and that's probably going to help out Jeff versus Jimmy here in round 1. But remember, the playoffs are 2 weeks, so you're not out of it completely yet. He's got Maroney against Carolina, T.O. against that Kansas City defense. Wow, this team's going to be good. Jeff's going to be hard to beat. He's got a lot of guys here that are on point. Snot Rockets, something to look out for. Andre Johnson against Seattle. That's pretty much all I got. Maybe Jamal Charles against that Buffalo run D. Maybe I'll finally start him. I haven't started him since I picked him up. And of course, Alex Smith against Arizona. But I don't know. I'm probably going to start Kurt Warner instead. Team Pussy Pounder. He's got a lot of pluses here. Mendenhall against Cleveland. Steelers D against Cleveland. Steve Breston, Mike Bell. Those are some things to look out for. Maulers. Michael Crabtree. The Jets D against the Buccaneers offense. They've been hot lately. Not. Cautry against Tampa Bay. And Michael Turner, he's questionable against New Orleans. So maybe that'll help him out a little bit. Regulators. Looks like he's got the Ravens D against the Lions, which is good. They turn over the ball a lot. Fred Jackson against Kansas City, and Joe Flacco against the Lions. So that could be an interesting matchup. The Sis, he's got Drew Brees going against Atlanta. Their secondary blows. And that's pretty much it. Maybe Felix Jones against the San Diego run defense. And Steve Smith, of course, against that weak-ass Patriots secondary. And Team Merrill, Mr. Last Place, playing CJ Doesn't really matter. I mean, he's got Thomas Jones, the Jets running back, against Buccaneers. Patriots D against Carolina, which I don't know why that's a good matchup, but because they can stop me. And of course, Shockey against Atlanta. Good luck, guys, this week. It's been a great season. Everybody actually showed up for the most part that could have. I want to make some rule changes next year. Like I said, we'll cut the playoffs down from 2 weeks to 1 week, and possibly getting 2 other owners in here so we can have 10 teams, and we'll have 6 teams make the playoffs, the best 2 teams having a bye in the first week. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys got any questions, concerns, anything that you want to make changes to, let me know. I will have a vote before I do anything, but you guys got to let me know what you think, because I'm going to make changes, and if you don't agree with it, you got to let me know, because if I don't hear from anybody, I'm going to do what I want. That's just the way it is. So once again, good luck in the playoffs, everybody, and I will defend my title. Yeah, later, bitches.